The video games industry is one of the most innovative and fastest growing industries in the world. The men and women of this industry work tirelessly to provide entertainment for the masses, and some of these provide the music. Music that we love. Music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves playing those video games. Video games. Music that we love. Music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves listening to video games. Video games. Do we even know who these people are? No. Would video games be the same without them? No. What you're about to hear.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Average Giants.
That's what you'll think.
Oh, really? What is this, then?
Well, good night, everybody. Oh, sorry.
Alright, good night, everybody. No, but really, I am one of your hosts, The Average Gamer, and with me, as always, is Stomping My Plonky Plonk.
You just don't know my name.
No, I've never actually learned it.
It's a Fragrant Trouserton.
Fragrant Trouserton.
Yeah.
Well,
You can call me Giant.
there it is. What are we playing tonight, Giant? Even though it's
This
on
game.
the screen.
Oh, this game. I love this game so much. It's Spooky's House of Jump Scares and Adopted.
Yes, indeed. So, Spooky's House of Jump Scares, I have heard of. Can't pronounce the name, obviously.
Yeah.
I've heard of it before. I've not played it, so
I'm glad you haven't because, my goodness.
I'm expecting jump scares?
No, it's actually a puzzle game.
Oh, okay, great.
A dating sim puzzle game.
And we also have with us on the Skype call, I know we have Sheena, and I forgot the other name of the person that we have in the call. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Alright. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Sheena, also known as Psychobilly, one of the creators of Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Yeah! And with me also, the other more important, better developer, Okumakita. So.
Hey, perfect. So, before we jump into the game, would you guys mind giving us like a quick synopsis of exactly what I'm about to get myself into?
Well, so basically, I'm not going to tell you anything about the game. And all I'm going to tell you is that you're going to get scared. And that's all you need to worry about. I don't know.
I'm going to die tonight, aren't I?
What you can say is that this is
die.
the cutest horror game in existence.
Okay, cool.
I tried to make fun of the bad things about indie horror and then keep the good things about indie horror.
Basically.
I love it. Okay, WSD, mouse look, activate. Oh, okay. Easy enough. Oh, weapons! Oh, this is nice.
Shh, there's something happening.
Hello, Spooky.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's because we're streaming.
This is my home. Can you, humble player, make it through 1,000 rooms? Can you climb?
1,000?
Or is there anything? Is that anyway, just go.
I love it. And what a cutesy style. So what was really the inspiration for this kind of a horror game?
Well, for the art style, it was the new type of cartoons that are popular now, like Regular Show and Adventure Time.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I totally got an Adventure Time vibe out of this one, which is awesome.
Yeah, room one done. Woo!
Yeah. Just as a small anecdote for you guys, the very first time that I played this, the very first 250 rooms that I played, I didn't know that E was run, or not E was run, but Shift was run.
You still don't know that shift is run.
Yeah. I didn't know that left mouse button was run. No. So I did the first 250 level or rooms without ever touching the shift bar.
I've seen other people do it too, so
Well, honestly,
you're not alone there.
It wasn't that bad of an experience because it made it a whole lot more horrifying.
Hello, tablet. Let's get a little candle.
Oh, you're not allowed lights.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like, honestly, like, the control schemes are so generic, just like with any, like, horror game that's out. Shift is always run.
Yeah.
I didn't
Shift
even
is
think about
always run.
that. Because I didn't read it in the little thing at the beginning.
I will say, I have known one game reviewer that wasn't sure that WSD was to move, and a game didn't explain that in the tutorial, and so she kind of chewed them out for it.
0 to 10. Would not
Oh man,
fit.
I'm gonna get lost so bad.
Can't use the shift key to run. 0 out of 10.
So, how long has this game been in development for?
About 2 weeks before last Halloween, so in mid-October last year.
Oh, okay. And I guess one thing I want to bring up right away is how excited were you when you saw Markiplier play?
Oh,
I was pretty happy.
I don't know if it was him that... No, it wasn't even him that got me interested in this game. It was just a fellow forum person that mentioned that how cute the game was, and I was like, oh, I better play that thing because it just sounds delightful.
That's one way of putting it.
Have you guys found that even with the name of the House of Jump Scares, have you found that like YouTube or Twitch or Hitbox have kind of been like a target demographic, or was that kind of the plan from the beginning?
Well, I wanted to give it a name so people would kind of know that it's satire and has spooky jump scares just from the name.
And when you had the original idea for the game, like you decided that you wanted to avoid the bad cliches and add the fun cliches.
Well, no, I tried to purposely add the bad cliches and make fun of them. That's why this is it's randomly generated and it has jump scares.
Yes. So did you have the idea first and then you went with what?
Yeah, this was originally a mini boss to another game, and it became its own game.
Oh wow!
And that's kind of fun because you also have mini games in this game now too. So it's wonderful.
Is that you? No. That hurt scratching.
So what's going on?
Nothing.
So how you doing?
I'm just exploring this place.
You enjoying it?
It's very nice.
It's very cozy.
It's cute.
It just reminds me of the Princess Bride. They're in the fire swamp. He's like, it's not like I want to build a summer home here, but the trees are quite lovely. Does anything go boing? Maybe.
You just have to wait and see.
Just gotta wait and see.
Oh my god, that was adorable.
So, when it comes to the monsters that you put into this game,
oh man, now I'm on edge.
how did you decide on like the style of monster and what they would eventually do?
Well, it depended on if I had an idea for a specific game or a couple of games I wanted to reference, or if I just had an idea for a monster, and then so the level was either based on the monster or vice versa.
Okay.
And
it's really hard because I know exactly what there's going to be in this game.
I'm trying not to give it away.
I'm trying not to give it away before he experiences it.
Don't give it away.
I like the fact, the cutesy kind of nature. Usually I'm not big on horror games because I scare easily, and sometimes even the setting can creep me out. But the fact that it's so cute makes it fun to play. Although
good.
I am also on edge.
Good. I'm so glad you're having fun.
Okay, this is how much fun I had with this game. I played through it for 250 levels walking.
Wow. And
then I proceeded to find out that the updated version, if transferring save files, makes it all glitchy. So then I did level 2 or room 250 to 300 with it all glitchy. Then I decided...
Same pumpkin!
And then I decided, I'm like, well, I guess I better start over again. So then I did I started back at the beginning and did it back to level 250 the way it should have been.
Oh.
So, and I'm still going to play more because it's nothing but fun.
Bar? I just noticed I have a health bar. That does not forebode well.
So I don't think this will give away much for future references, but where did the monster influences come from?
The pumpkin patch.
Various other games, and some of them are recycled ideas from older games I've made.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
What past games have you made?
Well, 3 of them are still in development, so that's where most of them come from. But mostly it's from them because I have a hard time finishing games sometimes.
Is it due to you just think of something else and want to move on, or?
Mostly.
So there is a chance that we will see these games in the future.
Yeah.
First, this place just seemed cute. I've been here for days now. Feeling
I don't
quite
know.
parched now. I keep getting this feeling like I'm being washed by something. This is not romantic at all. Wait.
It's totally not romantic.
But I love you, Spider.
It's not romantic.
And this, where did the storyline come from?
Well, the actual storyline of the house is still a secret until the ending comes out. But the character I just wanted to make annoying and be easy to remember if he kept using romantic a lot.
And I know people, if they do want to play this, you can pick it up on IndieDB right now.
Yes.
But is it, like, are you guys currently working to finish a version that you're going to be selling?
The game I'm going to try to keep free, but there will be additional stuff you could buy, like extra modes or texture packs,
Oh, cool.
or extra levels.
Yeah, more specifically like an endless mode where we might even integrate Steam leaderboards for that endless mode to kind of
Oh,
make it a
cool.
little more
Oh, this is new.
Competitive.
competitive, yeah. And some texture packs because, I mean, why not? We'll make everybody's so that you didn't have, like, if you decide to tune into a stream, you wouldn't be seeing the same exact, textures over and
and
over.
technically speaking, you add you add new textures, you could make some really freaky, cute monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Can I have, like, a chibi Slenderman?
I mean, maybe.
That doesn't make any
Can we get the
sense.
notepad? Let me write that down.
You just call him man.
Yeah.
Just man.
He's the
Just
chubby-
S-man. What's up,
Oh my
S-man?
god.
Little fat Slenderman.
Oh my god, faceless man.
Oh my god.
He's got no face.
Well, the last update, you can actually make your own NPC textures if you want and put it into the game.
So I could
So
put
if you
Giant's
want-
face on one of the monsters and just be
Yeah.
baked up
You
by
could
it?
put all your friends'
Yeah.
faces and it just pops up like that. That
Yeah.
would be horrifying.
That's a lovely idea.
Oh my god, he was so spoopy!
That octopus.
It's up to spoop you good. So, do you frequently watch people's reactions and videos on the game?
We do, yeah. Constantly.
What did these chairs do?
Why are those chairs there?
They're in jail.
What did the chairs do?
What did they do?
What did the chairs do, man?
That's what
The
I'm
video-
saying.
Well, you see, there was the Splinter War of, like, 67.
I forgot about that. I read about that in my history, but whoa. That's a really cute prod. Okay, game saved. Room 50.
Hang in there, kitty.
I know something is following me, but I feel like I'm prancing through the same rooms over and over. I like the use of the word prancing.
Yeah, that gives a good visual representation of what
Hopefully
he's doing.
leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I am making progress in reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I'm dreadfully thirsty.
Go down, on your way down.
And
So,
then he was a zombie.
when Markiplier played it, it ended at level 610. Are you
Yes.
is it currently still sitting at 610, or did you decide to add more in the recent
It's
update?
up to 760 now.
Yeah, 760.
760.
I'm sure that the vast majority of people are like, oh, it's got to end at like 666 or something.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that was...
a lot of people were asking if we were going to add some kind of special thing in the room 666, but that's too generic, I feel.
You should have made it
That-
with like
Shit.
flowers and made like a really cheerful atmosphere and nice, fun music.
That door open loading screen... The door open loading screen was totally Resident Evil.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Oh, you got scared by the little cloud monster.
Yes, I did.
I love it.
So, who did the paintings?
I feel guilty that I'm being scared
I
by,
did.
like, the creatures
Those are
from
all your
Adventure
ideas?
Yeah, that is just abstract, random stuff I doodled.
Those are creepy as heck.
I,
Is this like the Nostradamus chair? You just stare into the blackness?
No, it's just a chair. He actually escaped from the prison, and he's just like, I'm free.
I'm free now.
I'm alive. Wait, I just come to the realization I'm a chair.
No! Thunk.
Just falls over. I can't take this anymore. The realization just jumps into the chasm. Did you get rid of the footstep noises?
No.
No, I put in a new system that works better. Yeah, and it has new noises. It's a lot quieter now, though. So it is harder to tell sometimes.
Actually, that being said, I'm gonna...
Yeah, because it was originally that... It almost sounded like a drum sound, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but... It did make me paranoid every now and then.
I was trying to get the sound.
Trying to get the sound up?
Yeah.
Instead, you got your task manager up?
Yep, but we can see how much CPU uses right now, so that's helpful.
You want to take it down? Or just put it in the backdrop? Can you do that real quick?
I can't.
Don't worry,
get out of
nothing's
the
going to
game,
kill
man.
you.
No,
Nothing's gonna-
remember how I was trying to get the sound?
There we go. That's all I wanted. Remember, I gotta watch you get scared. I gotta see what you're being scared by. Oh yeah, just as a again, no, I'm not offering any spoilers here, but the addition of the person that you experience from level 250 to 300 was absolutely awful.
Did
In
you
a
get
good
any
way.
further than that?
I made it. I've made it to 300, and
Okay.
I've seen further. Not like it's ever gonna change how scary this is, because also I kind of forget already. But
Oh.
you know, it's fine. But yes, just that guy. That guy. That's just like that's mean. Putting him in.
Yeah, we had a question in chat. Are the scares randomized at all? From Sandmanaboy.
No, the jump scares are randomized, but not everything's randomized.
Yeah, certain things are randomized, not everything.
Cool.
But honestly, from playing it myself, it doesn't really matter. You're still gonna experience the same. Yeah, you're gonna be very uncomfortable in a very hilarious way. You're gonna be hilariously uncomfortable.
Mean. These rooms all look similar, but the ways that you have to go are different.
So, what is your favorite part of the game? Without spoilers.
Stanley Kendrick.
You know what?
Left and right.
You know what? I actually said that when I was playing it the first time. When Stanley entered the room.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
I personally like the levels at 400, the specific level there, because it wasn't based on a game, it was based on different archetypes of psychology.
Oh.
I think for me personally, I think it was the level, like the 300 rooms were my favorite. Or actually, no, I take that back. 400. 400 is my favorite, and will always be my favorite for a lot of various reasons. If anybody knows me, like personally, which I know a couple of my friends are here in the chat, that those games are pretty good. Like those levels.
Oh, sweet Jimmy! No! Oh God!
Three?
Oh, that just slows you.
3 bubblegum princesses.
I thought it was jump scares, not monster scares.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like from the SCP.
No, really.
Oh crap!
Yeah, water spilled on the
wrong
floor. 7 out of 10.
No!
And what made you decide on leaving out animations? I know it doesn't change the effect of the game at all, but is it just because that's the way you wanted the whole game set up like?
Okay. Whoa, what the? Yeah. This is what we're getting into, huh?
Are you talking about the enemies?
Yeah, like the current faceless man. And how it glides along.
It was just an easier way to do it, and I thought it worked well, so.
Hey, yeah, it does. Like,
No.
I totally agree that simplicity sometimes is the best way to go when it comes to certain things because
And the
you're
complexity of the
running
monsters. Yeah, the complexity of the monsters gets better as you go. But this was originally like this. The first 2 monsters was it was a 2-week Halloween project, and then just built it from there.
Did it start with a game jam, or was it just like I want to do this?
I just wanted to do it.
Best reason ever.
We have a few questions in chat.
We have
One
a
of them is,
few-
which one of us is Canadian?
Which one of us is Canadian?
Yeah.
We both are.
Yep, we're in the same room.
We're not in the same room. Don't say that.
Yeah, we are.
Don't ruin it. Come on. We're totally on the opposite side of the country right now. I just have a teleporter.
Oh, man. We had a few other questions up here.
Okay, what do we got here?
Oh, it's still there? Oh, God, I thought it was
The music
gone.
is intense. Agreed. What happens when you die?
You die. And then if you hit continue, you start at your last save point.
Yeah, win the game.
And each different specimen have different kill screens and things like that. Like special kill screens for them.
Yeah. Just wait until you get hugged.
Straight. Makes that noise.
You gotta be quiet because he's playing a game.
Okay.
He's going through the
No.
the Lost Woods.
Yeah.
Anyone here a hockey fan? Oh yeah, I like the Calgary Flames. They are my favorite squadron. What do you like for the hockey teams, for the ice hockeys?
Locked? Oh, okay.
I have a great liking of the Boston Bruins. Now I'm just being an ass. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to this game, one question we ask everybody, and just because it usually results in a very fun anecdote, every game has its glitches. What would you say, in your opinion, was the most hilarious glitch
That you've seen so far.
that you've seen so far?
For me, I would have to say, which I'm not going to specifically say because it has to do with one of the specimen, but one of the newer specimen that we added into the game recently, the AI was a little funky, so he would see him like moving half into the wall in such a weird kind of way that it just looks weird.
No.
And just watching this happen, as you know, because we were testing out the game, and like turning around and watching his entire body like half into the wall and half not, doing a weird kind of squirm, just looked really weird and uncomfortable for me.
Oh, we got a note. Ink. Not quite quenching my thirst. Tastes terrible. Stains are terrible. I don't think drinking it was a very romantic idea. Oh.
Let's see. What was that? Oh, Killer Peach says, "You guys want to skateboard?" Oh yeah, you'll want to
you want
skateboards.
skateboards, eh?
You go skateboards.
Oh, arcade games. Mall of the Spook. Oh my god, I can actually.
So these games, what? You have to press a button.
Oh! Oh, good
So
lord!
what's the inspiration behind this this game?
Well, this one's supposed to be like a generic zombie game, only there are no zombies and you're just killing innocent people in the wall.
It shows that Spooky isn't as cute as you once thought she was, even though she's still really cute.
I love the music. Who did the music?
I did.
This is great. This is gorgeous music. Oh my god, his head exploded like a microwave.
just popping heads. That's all.
Hey, don't worry about it, bro. Oh man.
Psycho asks, Seiko. Not Psycho. Any plans for future games, and what are you guys gonna do once Spooky is done?
I have another game called, it's called Akumakira's Day Off. That was my attempt to make a game that wasn't a horror game. That's proper. And I have another horror game that's been in development for a really long time, but I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna ever finish.
Spooky's
yeah,
been
basically.
playing that game a lot. Jeez.
Oh, it
Psycho
changed it to
says, I'm
spooky.
looking forward to that.
All right, wow. That was
And there's also one more. It's
Mrs. Spook.
much creepier than your typical Pac-Man. Oh no, Pac-Man! Look out, Pac-Man!
I'm gonna get him because I'm a
Pac-Man!
ghost. Blech. Oh! Oh! Oh, brutal.
Oh, the wonderful world of Spooky. Seriously, this game is great. Oh, sorry, Fleeting. I've been trying as best as I
Are
could.
you missing questions?
Yeah, from Fleeting Infinity only.
We need Loco Chocobo. Also, find the question.
I will find the questions.
Are each of the rooms randomized on a sequence?
Oh, right, I was
the
going to ask
question.
that.
Kita can probably answer that one.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Are each of the rooms randomized on a sequence?
Yeah, they're grouped, and then you get different groups based on how far you are down the house.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And how many rooms are there in total?
How many rooms you can go through, or how many different sets of rooms?
What? Yeah, like how many individual different rooms are there?
Like sets of rooms.
I'd say a little over 100, and then they get randomized textures and lighting.
Wow.
Yeah,
Then
I couldn't even keep count.
Did you guys just go on like a developing spree for the different rooms?
No, I've really just been adding more with every update. Originally there was only like 20, I think.
So between the this update versus the last one, how many were added?
I only added about, I think, 16 in this one because I was mainly focused on getting the two new levels done. Unless you count them as extra rooms, and then a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, because this update we released 2 specimen, a spooky encounter, and the 16 different different rooms. To tailor to said specimen, their theme.
And we put more detail into the levels than we normally do for
That
new
too.
ones. So it took a little bit longer.
Yeah, so more detail, and I think we also added like a couple more just like random little textures, like new paintings and stuff. But
Oh yeah, new textures, some posters in the elevator, and a bunch of new sounds.
Who did the sound effects and the voices and the scariness?
well, you see, there's a chair that Akuma Kita has that we used for some of the sounds.
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
yeah, the old wooden chair played all the doors in this game.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's very inventive, actually.
Actually, yeah. When I was in school for some of the sound effects we had to do, we used like creaky floorboards for the same thing.
I still remember when I was a kid, there was a show called How'd They Do That? And one of them was sound effects artist. And they were doing I think it was a Jackie Chan movie. And they were showing what they were using for... they were showing what they were using for, I think it was somebody getting punched. And basically, they were hitting celery with a bamboo shoot.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I always thought that was extra funny that they, in order to make the sound of somebody getting hit, it was hitting celery with bamboo.
Same as celery cracking is usually like when you're cracking a bone or something like that in movies.
Celery is so versatile.
Yeah.
God, that's what I forgot to tell my wife to buy. Darn.
So we got to room 100.
Yeah. So every 50 rooms or so is a save point? Question mark.
No, actually, it changes from 50 rooms to 100 as you
Oh.
progress further. I think
It's after
it's
250.
250, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh. Maybe I got to maybe I got to 350 then, or was that a recent thing that you changed it to that?
Well, there's still one at 300, but then after 300, it's only every 100.
Oh, okay.
This room is, I mean, this game is getting significantly less cute.
It still has its cuteness, but then it also starts to ramp up into the actual very creepy stuff. Now, was that sort of your plan all along to keep still cute elements, but then eventually make it into like, borderline, SCP?
Yeah, that's kind of how all my games end up. Usually I'll just try to make a game that isn't a horror game, that is cute, and then it becomes one by the end of it.
We're already starting to see a different set of rooms, which is cool.
So... I love this game! Sorry, I got... Just...
You've been excited about this for like 2 or 3 months.
Not that, no.
Oh, yeah.
That long. It's been about a month.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no food.
Oh, yeah, I know.
There you go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
That's what we call stereotypical Canadian, or North Dakota.
I don't know what you're talking about, eh?
Yeah, what? Hey, sorry about that. Oh, what is...
The creepy pictures?
Yeah, whoa. That is really creepy.
Oh, God, I should
Maybe you shouldn't
so
look
long.
at that.
It's making noise.
That's creepy.
Oh, man, I love the lighting.
Fleeting Infinity says, in the white sequences like that, are there any time when the walls would start closing in as you try to go through it? Any times, rather?
In some rooms, I don't want to give like too much away, but in certain rooms, weird things do start to happen to the walls.
But not those particular
yeah.
Yeah, but not those particular rooms. And there is also another room that kind of had the homage of like a Super Mario 64 endless stairs sort of thing, where you would just progressively keep walking forward.
Yeah, I got that
nowhere.
one.
Yeah.
That was horrible, by the way. That was horrible.
Whoa.
Especially what is coming after you soon after that.
This is new. Okay.
Oh, this part.
Chunk chunk. Oh, now we're in Doom.
Don't worry, it's just a Velociraptor head.
But one of them is broken.
There will not be any Velociraptor heads coming to get you. Do not worry about that.
What about evil babies?
We'll think about that one.
And eggs.
And whatever that might be.
Subject 5 is growing more and more restless. I told Spook we need more funds for sedatives, but she just laughed and flew into the ceiling. Without more chemicals to keep these things docile, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep them here safely. Generic lab assistant.
Did you pick up the key card?
There we go. Card key.
Don't you know any better when it comes to horror games? Always pick up keys and key cards.
I'm getting SCP flashbacks.
So I want to tell you one of the funniest, when I did that whole 50 levels of glitch, because it was all my fault, because I didn't want to start over again when it was new. But
What is that?
I got to the one room where there were keys. Where you have to go find keys. But the thing is that the tables were just keys. The table was made of keys. So
that's horrible.
I'm trying to find a key on a table full of keys.
Oh, jeez.
I can see how that would be difficult, and the keys probably weren't even keys then.
And no, they weren't actually keys. That was the funny part. But then, of course, the person that was waiting for me in that area with the room with the key.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine me trying to find a key amongst the table made of keys while that person was there.
125.
Right.
I really like being this generic.
Apparently I missed a key. I mean a note. I missed a note. You
missed a
guys
note.
are talking about keys.
Now you'll never know what happened.
But there were holes in the ceiling
You'll
and
never
something
know
was
how
chasing me and
romantic
it
it
bit
was for
me.
him, and you just had to keep
I
going.
had to get out.
You have to
Ah! What? No! That's a weird noise! Oh god, it's still coming!
Who did the monster noises and effects?
Mostly it was me, but some of them are samples, like sound samples from online stores and stuff.
Okay. Which ones are yours? We can marvel.
Well, I can't give the names of them away right now.
No, yeah, not at all.
Right.
Can you simulate them right now for us?
The,
I don't think so. There was a lot of editing in those.
the digitizing on that last monster was actually really well done.
I did the first 3.
Okay.
Oh, I love these rooms. The Lost Woods rooms are really neat.
Oh, and did Sheena do spooky? Ow.
No, I actually did spooky.
Yep.
It's
We
spooky
can,
as well.
which is ridiculous though, because like people always assume that I can. The thing is like Spooky's voice is so heavily edited that either of us can voice Spooky.
Oh yeah.
But I jumped on the project a little bit after. I haven't been on this project since the start of the development. I actually came in like back in January, something like that. So something like that. I kind of jumped in like a little bit back.
Nope.
So tell us the story of how you jumped into
Yeah,
being
I'd
a
love
part
to
of
hear
it.
that.
Well, so like I basically am just kind of like I love horror games. I love anything horror, and I forgot who I saw play this, and I was like, oh man, like I really want to see more of this game. And as a game developer myself, when I play these when I watch or play these kind of indie horror games, I always see like glitches or like stuff that's broken that I'm just like, that's kind of awful. I kind of want to help fix that because that's just kind of like in my nature as a game developer. If you see broken stuff, you want to fix it. And so, in this, I think it was actually one of Markiplier's videos. There was like a really bad glitch with some like I don't remember what specifically, and I wish I could. But there was just some kind of glitch that I was like, man, I want to talk to the developer and see if I can help in some kind of way and like maybe fix some stuff. And yeah, that's basically what happened. So then I ended up contacting Kira that next day, and then he got back to me. I think it was over like Twitter or something. It might have been Twitter. I think so. And then I was just like, oh hey, here's like some stuff that I know how to do, and here's some things that you could probably fix to make this work better. And then he was just like, yeah, all right, we're gonna work together. So then
Cool.
we've just been harassing each other since, basically. So
Perfect.
I don't know who knows.
Metroid.
So you see a game that has glitches and you want to fix them. With us, we see a working game and we want to find.
We
glitches.
want to break it.
Yeah, we want to break it. What a coincidence!
It's
Did
pretty
you?
convenient.
When do we get to see Cat Dust?
Don't know how much longer.
It's random.
Oh, it is random.
It's there are a couple rooms that are rare and only occur when you're not being chased by anything, and that's one of them.
Yeah, Cat Doss is one of them.
Okay, GL Labs.
Good luck.
Huh. There's a question. Will there be a room where all the specimens are displayed in their full glory?
We
I
can't
don't
tell
know.
you. We can't tell
You're
you.
not allowed to know.
You're not allowed to know. Just don't even worry about it. Just don't even. It's none of your business. Don't
Their
worry about it.
sinister tone and chuckling speak volumes.
Would you be convinced if I told you we had no idea either? Because if that's the case, we have no idea either.
She said, steepling her fingers.
I was actually waving my finger, sir. Thank
Oh,
you.
there you go.
Yeah, I was wondering about the whole Cat Dust thing because I know that one of my playthroughs, I think I ended up getting a Cat Dust like 3 times in the last 10 levels before whatever.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
and I
don't worry
wanna.
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Cat Dust.
I'm at floor 155.
Don't worry about Cat Dolls.
Yeah, don't worry about Cat Dust.
Floor 1000 or bust. Am I right, guys?
And what made you choose the name Cat Dust?
Because it's supposed to look like a DOS computer, but I still wanted it to look cutesy, so it named it Cat DOS. So.
And it has kitty faces.
And it's the most. It's
It has a
probably
cat.
one of the more creepy things too that you
Oh
put in the
my
game. That I saw basically.
Outside.
It's very ominous to just experience cat DOS out of nowhere. But don't worry about it. Don't worry
Depending on how far you go, cat DOS also changes, if you didn't know. If you did not know.
I don't...
This is my
is
last
stuff
note.
added to
I'm
cat
gonna
DOS,
die
or does
having
it...
never found my escape, but really that's not true. This place was like my escape. My escape from everything else. In the end, my death is kind of romantic.
If you get far enough, it changes. Or, like, it doesn't change, it gets updated.
Well, it adds more.
Yeah, it gets updated.
Okay.
Because if you saw them earlier, it'd be a spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, goody, I have a
That's
flashlight.
very true. That's very true. Locked.
Corpse party?
This is so creepy.
This does remind me of a little corpse party. But I can't read
those
that.
are kind of like super, like generic, like Japanese horror games kind of thing. It's like that whole, us talking about like parodying horror games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
So
totally.
kind of what those floors are just like generic Japanese horror games.
I really,
Take a closer
I really
look
like
at
how
the
you guys
desks,
have done that.
by the way.
Oh God! No.
Nobody sees them at first. It always makes me really upset.
It's scared. Well, okay, because I didn't notice those guys at first, and then I started to move, and then it happened, and then it scared the crap out of me.
1, 2.
Say hi.
3.
Go say
and
hi to
sh-
one. Go say hi.
You're
Say
gonna
hello
hurt
to
me,
it.
aren't you? Yeah, that's it. That's set me up for a fall, you jackass.
Sorry, but you weren't gonna touch. You weren't gonna say hi to them. There was not gonna be any romantic anything.
Oh man, that is creepy. What a creepy effect.
This is not cute at all.
Oh, I love the amount of like homages you guys have packed into this
Lights
game and
on.
how well you've done it while keeping a very kind of unique looking game. Maybe true that affects Ghost of your children.
Did you guys find that the game story evolved organically like the design, cartoon to horror, or did it always have something thematically you wanted to say that continued through?
Oh, good question.
Quite the question.
That's
Very
from
good.
our second guest.
Yeah.
We hadn't decided on a story until recently, but it does match the game, and it well, I don't know if it really evolved, but it did. Shadowing in the game.
Yeah, like it was just more like the game was just kind of like an idea of like, yeah, let's parody like horror games because that's fun. Like like Unity walking simulator horror games, which is why Walking 1,000 Rooms.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be one of those nights.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those.
No.
Okay, so the first time that I encountered her, I didn't notice that anything was following me, and I got to a locked door, and all of a sudden, I get friggin' smacked by her right in front of me, scares the bejesus out of me. Like, I don't think I have ever been that, like, scared that hard in a game. Because I was not expecting anything, and all of a sudden, Japanese ring girl comes and gets me. It was horrible.
It's amazing.
It was horrible. And now it's in a few of my compilations.
But yeah, like continuing the question, or well, the answer to the question. Basically, it was just like we just want to like parody games. All right, let's do this. And then we just actually started writing the actual story like a couple months ago because we're like, well, this kind of needs a story. Like we have to finish this at some point. So what is the story going to be and what's it going to be about? And I don't know, it sort of worked with the game at some point because I don't know, I guess the game kind of just tied in together. Luckily, but.
That is always a good thing when everything just kind of magically comes together. And who is Sam? Who's Sam? And why does she want to hug you?
Go.
Oh my god. That went from like calm and fun to holy crap, my heart is coming out of my throat really fast.
Oh, don't worry, it gets worse.
Oh, good.
It does get worse. It progressively
It gets
so much worse.
So much worse.
Spooky's house is gonna kill me.
Spooky's House of Jump Scares is the best game ever because it just gives you such false hope.
Yeah, basically, that's what, like, you know, the cute jump scares. It just like lulls you into a sense of like false security, and then just kind of smacks you in the face.
Yeah, and then proceeds to murder
Almost
your face
200.
with
Basically,
scary.
yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
200.
Which is
I just hope that you can make it far enough to get into the 400 rooms, because that's where everybody always does the same exact thing and gets them killed. Everyone, nobody can make it through the first, like, the 400 rooms without dying at least once.
Huh.
And
Challenge
true story,
accepted.
True story. True story.
So this is what we can do. So this is what I'll do on Friday. I'll do my live stream and I'll play through, and hopefully I'll make it through 400 because I honestly do not remember.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also changed since Markiplier played what, the version 1,
Two more.
the very first one.
Two more.
Technically the like third or
okay.
second, but yeah.
Either way, the one that he had.
The one we
Okay.
had, which is the previous one to the current one that we have.
He had the updated one.
Are you
No.
gonna kill me?
Like not this one, but not the
It
one
was
before.
the
but
previous
one before.
Yeah,
update.
the previous update,
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's no more
not
notes.
this new update that we released on Friday.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, there's romantic guy. Rip.
Romantic guy,
So romantic.
so sad.
I'm gonna call you Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh yeah, so the other funniest glitch about when I decided that I didn't want to redo all those levels after I saved it and or moved my save file to the new update, I get into the elevator and every tile in the room has has turned into a hang in there kitty poster,
Why are those still?
That's awesome.
except for the skeleton. But even the little save cross was like 5 hang in there kitty posters.
Cat DOS.
Cat does.
Access
Really
specimen
wanted you to hang in there.
Yeah, it was kind of just like, what just happened? Why does it look like this? And then when I pressed the the button to go
Fatalities
down,
method.
it
Yeah,
turned
cat does.
every tile set turned into wood.
Physical tearing? Oh.
It's like smilebro.exe. Smilebro.
Interesting.
So while
Oh, yeah.
while we're reading these,
Oh, that's nice.
can you talk about the change house layout? What all that will do in the future?
We can't talk about that.
Okay, super secret. All right, it's all right. We're fine.
It's still
Oh,
super
good.
secret.
Still super secret. That's cool. We're fine with that.
I'm getting a glimpse at the next specimens.
No, you don't.
Oh, great. Wi-Fi house layout? Okay.
But seriously, isn't Cat DOS so freaking ominous?
Yeah, no, it's great, though.
I know it's great, but it's just
That
like
cat face though.
Yeah, I know.
I was
So
like, oh,
cute,
Cat DOS,
right?
it's so cute. Oh, it's telling me about everything that's
So
about to
cute.
murder me. Oh, well then, if that's the case.
I love this. This is definitely one of my favorite horror games I think we've played.
We have played a couple horror games.
I've played quite a few.
I'm on this show though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What have we played so far? We have played Vanish, definitely. We
Yeah.
played Solarix.
Solarix. That was a good one.
I can't remember. You know, we've been doing this for over a year
Moon
now. It's man,
Oh, man.
so many memories that I can't remember.
So many memories that are just not memories because
Yeah.
they escape my mind, which is
So-
the purpose of a memory.
So many memories that I just tore out of my head because they were so amazing.
Sandman Ahoy, don't say Beetlejuice twice more. Otherwise
No,
they'll send
yeah,
it.
nobody says Beetlejuice. Okay.
Yeah, don't
Well,
say
you already said it
Beetlejuice.
twice.
Oh no! Somebody stop
Nope.
me.
Don't do it.
Okay, so now I got a bit of a question.
Oh my
here.
god, this is Silent Hill.
Yeah, what's up?
As you can see, it got really tiny.
Yes.
Now, is that because you
Well,
I guess you
Normally, if you play it full screen, it automatically adjusts, but it lowered the pixel range to be lower quality to look old.
Right, because we were streaming, so the FPS is lower.
I know I experienced that too, and I had it doesn't It's not terrible. It only lasts for.
Oh, that's not a blanket, is it?
It only
That's
lasts
skin.
those set amount of rooms.
Yeah.
Fuck, we just did one. Mother.
But when you're playing, this is like this is the next bunch of creepy. Hey, that's new. I haven't seen that thing before. Broken.
This
Oh,
reminds me so much of Silent Hill.
well, I mean everything's rusted and decaying.
Yeah. He's not pleased with us.
Fleeting Infinity, what did you
The girls
do?
wasn't pure.
He said it. He said it.
Good old homicidal infinity. Hello, sir.
What is he? What?
He's in Carbonite.
Oh, you
It's Han Solo.
got to put Carbonite somewhere in the game. Come on, why not?
Yep.
Oh.
It's like my favorite Star Wars, my favorite Star Wars thing ever.
Nice.
Do you have the Han Solo trapped in Carbonite ice cube tray?
I
Oh.
wish I did, but I don't.
I've seen a table, too. Like a full...
I should though.
I saw
should probably
somebody.
do that.
They modified their stainless steel fridge
Oh.
so that it was.
That's kind of cool.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They
No,
are
no, no, no. No, 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 no.
so tiny for me at least.
No.
It's okay though. Oh, there we go. Oh, here it is.
What?
Will not give up my
Heavy
favorite
breathing?
Oh.
decoration.
It's just some
Like-
gas. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, okay. That's normal.
Lost radio. That looks creepy. Run! Run!
Don't run. Just stroll through. Just enjoy yourself. Nothing's following you.
Oh,
So this is
totally.
what I vaguely was
Definitely.
mentioning about how the walls kind of get weird. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Did
Especially
you
now
know-
that you are on that
Oh
level,
my
I can now
God.
officially say, like, yeah, that's what I was talking about in my video.
No, it looked it.
Did you guys lower the fog effect in these rooms?
Yeah.
Yep.
Too many people complained about it, and it was kind of annoying.
I wasn't complaining. I was crapping my pants. It was like I know it was hard to see and all, but man, that made it so damn scary.
Man, I thought you guys were saying that you're gonna like make the walls bleed, not turn into like the Willy Wonka scene in the original.
That's
Well, that was kind of an idea too, making the
mo-
walls bleed.
mostly bleeding. It's bleeding, and it's like the inside of Jabu Jabu's belly. Ooh, that's different.
Ooh,
I'm so.
that Zelda
officially
reference.
creeped out.
Come on. We all know.
Please, please.
Yeah.
But we don't have to carry around a princess in this game, though.
Thank God.
Challenge accepted. Adding a princess you have to carry around.
And she like slows you down.
God, that would be
Oh.
so bad. It's like you just see like a
No, that wouldn't be
melting
bad.
Zor-
That would be see ya.
You just see like a deformed Zora on the ground. Pick me up.
God, you.
Then you grab it and it makes like a sound.
Oh, so what would that look like
God.
now? Now I'm curious.
I don't think I'd ever want to take a day and live in your brain. I think that would just scar me for life.
There's a reason why I don't want to be a truck driver anymore.
Jeepers
Be a
Creepers.
game designer, and then just write down all your horrible ideas for
Oh,
Yeah.
work.
I have
Do
the
it.
ultimate idea that I
Oh,
told
the
Ed.
ultimate. Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I'd have to deal with probably some issues with copyright, but if I could get past those, I think it'd be a pretty interesting comedic horror game.
Now I'm just interested.
You're not okay. You're not. Nobody's allowed to take this idea because it's my idea.
All right, hang
But
on.
I'll
Let
tell
me
you.
just open up my notepad. Really quick. I'm not taking this.
Yes.
But
The
grab your
movie
notebook.
Office Space, the ending of Office Space,
What did I miss? Oh, I miss a cute little ghost.
meets Amnesia meets Daylight.
huh?
Now, at first, it's like, oh, so you're just trying to, it's like Office Space. How do you do
Original
that?
ideas, please. Do
What
not
you
steal.
do? What you do is that you go on a different timeline where when Milton decides to take the money and set the building ablaze, he accidentally locks himself and everyone else in. he accidentally locks himself and everyone else in the building,
13.
and then they all burn.
Oh.
So now you have to play one of the three guys. You know, one of the three guys that did the Superman 3 money laundering scheme.
I already said, man, your noggin is a screwed up place.
And you have to go.
I like it.
You want to go back into the.
What?
You want to go back into the remains of the building. And now what you have to do is that you're going to experience all the undead or dead, but like ghosts of the the most the people that you meet, like the corporate accounting and payable holding, that Nina lady, and the lady that is so interested by Michael Bolton. And then they'll jump scare you with their catchphrases.
With the catch for oh no.
But
that is kind of messed up.
And the thing that'll be the most messed up is that Milton never died. He and to hide the fact that he all his skin melted off, he covered himself in Post-it notes. And then as you walk around, you'll occasionally see Post-it notes scattered around. And then every now and then you'll hear in the background, "I think you have my stapler." Anyways, back to the awesome. You're at almost 250.
I know.
Which means that you're going to experience some more jump
If you make it
scares.
at 400.
Gonna do it. Oh, it's already...
What about the next page on Cat DOS? You'll find out.
Yeah, you'll find out later.
There's another cat DOS. I'm not going to it, though, because the last one didn't help me.
Room 248.
Dun, 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 down to Spooky's house.
Da, 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 da.
All you have to do is you take some fun...
Oh, hello.
I won't say anything.
You made it this far.
I did.
That's good.
Thank you.
I shall grant you a gift for your...
Yay. What is it?
So just keep going.
A present! I want a present! Password pumpkin. Adorable.
There, now if you're ever concerned, you can always go back and...
Yeah. I love it.
So
I love the cutesy style.
We're in the
of,
250s,
Spooky.
man. Can you get to
Yeah.
400? We'll see if we can get to at least to 400, and hopefully we get to experience death.
Death.
Yeah.
I guarantee you will die in the 400 rooms, I promise. I guarantee it.
Ew! The jump scares are like knocking me off course when I'm running.
I see that you always go into them.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know, the important...
This is why I'm no good at horror games. I'm just like, scary thing! Whoosh!
Apparently Markiplier didn't die in the 400s, but...
I think he did, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
He died at one point and it didn't save or something?
Yeah. Like, that happens.
Oh good, you got the green guy coming at you again.
Dang, no!
Don't you love that shit? Oh. Wait,
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, a couple different specimen have different, like, audio cues or, like, texture cues that allow you to know when they're coming.
Which, that part reminds me a little bit of SCP. Because that's the same thing I do in that game. Go away! Go away, you gross jello man! Go away!
Archmar says, you keep trying to headbutt the scary stuff.
Well, can you think of a better way to stay alive?
Avoid?
By
If you were
headbutting.
playing Amnesia, do you run towards the guy and go, boo?
I headbutt him.
I mean, yeah, okay. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. But just know you're probably gonna die that way.
I learned the super secret technique of holding a box in front of my face and they can't see you.
You hide in a box. Metal Gear Solid.
You pick up
What's that?
you
Just
pick up a
once.
box.
Shit.
You pick up a box and make it so that your eyes are hidden from your face is hidden from the face of the monster and you can't see you.
You know, I played that entire game on stream and never even had that idea occur to me once.
No, somebody else told me about it. But it's okay. They must have did that on purpose.
Fleeting has asked if I have spooked.
Oh, and also Seiko asks, where are the generic guns in this with some generic ammo?
I require generic ammo, please. Shit.
Unfortunately,
you get a
no.
generic weapon, like in the 500s.
Cool.
If that matters.
which only makes
I
it
assume
scary.
it doesn't. Yeah, I assume it's more of a false sense of security. Hello,
Well,
adorable
I mean,
hell.
yes, a very something I can't talk about, but yeah, basically. Weapons are cool, but weapons aren't cool at the same time.
It's just like the game we played called Phantasmal, where you can
Oh, there's
use
another.
weapons like guns, but you sure don't want to
Same as
because
Solarics.
they just totally attract everything to you.
Something's gonna hit me. Something's gonna hit me. Don't hit me.
I think you should walk slower.
I didn't want it to hit me. Ugh.
No, there's no
Shot.
generic. There's no generic
Pumpkin.
guns with generic ammo because the generic lab assistant didn't actually invent them yet.
You're a generic lab assistant.
Damn it, generic lab assistant. Why are you so useless?
You failed me again, generic lab assistant.
Are
Maybe
you
that's why
voicing
Spooky just
Spooky?
laughed at you.
Yeah, and flew away.
Yeah, and flew away.
Haha, you're gonna die.
Good job making it so hard for everybody.
I really like her demeanor. The whole, oh, you made it this far. Cool. Here's a present.
And she always calls you a fleshy thing. You fleshy thing, you.
Is there gonna
Oh,
be something new?
God.
Is it gonna be something new?
Yep. Wooden life-size puppet. Oh, good. Reservoir where town has been. Good.
Who does that remind you of?
Physical punctures. Pinocchio.
No, he reminds me of the mask salesman from Majora's Mask,
Oh, nice.
and which made it all the more
Darkness.
horrifying. Just so you know.
You know.
Hey, I'll be right back. I can't view the stream. I need to change the
Okay.
setting real quick.
Figure.
Well, computers, why you no work?
Right?
Yeah, jeez.
Oh God.
Yeah, that
really?
puppet, the thing that reminds you of Legend of Zelda is actually my favorite. It's my favorite specimen.
Yeah, so
Take
now
the
that we
dead.
know that what he looks like, I can.
Yes.
Take the
yeah.
dead to take the
That's
dead
when
to
the
take
glitches between 250 and 300 really freaked me out. And the weirdest one was the fact that with that glitch, so you see like when you go by a candle, you see the yellow kind of
Yep.
look on around it. Well, there's another one that's green. Now imagine that all there was for
Right.
walls was that yellow stuff, but no actual wall.
Lunch
So
break?
I could see through
Right.
all the walls.
Ah.
So I could see the monsters just kind of staring at me.
Oh, that's so weird.
That's a good glitch.
It was
Woo!
very creepy. Like,
Woo!
So, we tell this little bit of important information for Let's Players because every time we do an update, it doesn't actually save your file, but there's a fun little function that when you go into the first room, so when you start the game and you see Spooky, and then you walk into the first room, which is obviously room 1, if you hit insert and then hit your number 1 key, it skips 10 rooms. So
Oh,
if you
cool.
if you just keep hitting 1 until you get to a room where you left off, and then just walk through the door, you'll go into that room.
Oh, neat.
So there's a fun little thing to help you if you want to skip levels after your save didn't save.
Mm-hmm. That's a good feature.
I just went through. Oh, it's okay.
My cat is trying to give me jump scares.
Don't worry,
Thanks,
I will
buddy.
save you from the scariness. And then a pop jump scare happens. Oh, screw that! I'm out of here. Eh. So we're in the 300s now.
Okay. Straight. Nope. Left. Nope. Right. Straight. Nope.
We're all listening to the dings and bongs.
So right.
Your cat is trying to jump scare you.
Right.
Your cat
This
was
is-
inspired by Cat Doss.
Straight.
Yeah, the cat. I heard cat doss, so I decided to come and see what you're talking about.
Keyword cat.
Let's see, let's read some stuff from the comments. Man, I love the design of that skull. So creepy cute. And then Fleeting Infinity, well, this is back when we were talking about generic lab assistant. Generic lab assistant wears red shirts.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, that means that generic lab assistant probably died.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You don't know that.
Well, if he's wearing a red shirt, it's obviously he died.
Wait a minute.
But he's also wearing a red shirt,
see-through.
which means he goes faster.
I can see through that.
He dies hard.
what's
Oh!
What's
Whoa!
this rooms? Why did I question myself?
It's Cry. It's Cry.
Yep, it's Cry.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, these are my favorite rooms.
One day, a strange merchant came to town. He said,
I haven't even seen that room.
Case all the children left the store. So one night, some of the townsfolk took all his puppets and threw them in the river. Oh! Oops. I can guess who we're about to meet.
We should probably number those notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Locked.
I numbered the new notes for the new level.
Yeah. We need to go back and fix that.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to add.
No keys. Oh.
Yeah,
No,
these are the
this-
levels you're gonna cry. These are the levels you're gonna die at. Just so you know.
Really? That is children being
Yeah.
drowned. Don't remember trying to say.
So this little area does kind of give me a Shadow Temple vibe.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so you just saw where that key was, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine the tabletop was made of keys.
Oh no. Oh, I see. What an interesting mechanic, because you have to get to the door, or to the center of the room before you can... that doesn't make a little key. We're gonna find...
Yeah, so you changed this a lot. Okay, so the last rooms you had, I don't know, do you still have the ones that actually have the Let's Players pictures on the wall?
Yeah, that's there.
Yeah, they're still there.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of the rare rooms.
We should probably add more.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't
any
seem like a
reason
good idea.
Were those like the original Let's Players to
Oh,
do the
God.
game, or
Well, they were the
Oh, Lord.
they were the first couple Let's Players that played the game consecutively and not just one video.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we should probably
Are
add a
you-
Markiplier face in there somewhere.
I mean, I feel like adding all the other Let's Players, but I feel like I could just put them on another wall and just be completely covered in faces.
Yeah, I mean that's creepy in itself though. Just covered in face, like a wall just covered in faces. It's so gross.
Ah! I thought so. I thought so.
So imagine seeing him through the walls. It was just like the weirdest thing ever, and it made it so much
No!
more creepy.
Oh,
Whoa, did
God.
you just get
Die.
angry?
Let's see your die move. Yeah, he has like 3 different faces.
Oh! You can
It's
open
3,
the
right?
door
It's pretty
backwards.
sure it's like
Oh, you
3.
can open the door backwards?
Maybe I shouldn't have
Yeah.
told you that.
You shouldn't have told him that, but yeah.
No,
these are-
I'm sorry. I should...
That's okay. I'm used to SCP
how-
anyway.
that's
Ah!
Whoa! What?
Oh, God.
What?
Well, he died anyway, but yeah, that's how you
What?
have to do
No!
it first.
No! Oh, God, I have a thing with eyes. This is just
Oh,
no.
God.
What?
Ah!
Sorry.
Oh!
To become a puppet is to rid oneself of pain and harshness of choice. Now nothing you do is your fault. Now you belong to something. You belong to me.
Yay! I feel so special.
Whoa! I have not seen that.
Oh,
thing.
my God.
Told you you were gonna die.
You sure did.
You did.
Yeah.
Wow, that. Ew. The game contains violent, disturbing... No, it doesn't. What are they talking about? Be like, this game contains cuteness and fluffy kittens.
Okay, 1 second.
Maybe you should actually have a kitten follow you at the beginning.
That would be fun.
Just to add
Oops.
unnecessary, like,
Oh, okay,
ease.
that works.
Have the kitten from the Hang In There Kitty poster follow you. And then just at one point
Oh,
just
do I
disappears
need
or something.
There we go.
You can become an annoying escort NPC.
Oh, God.
Hey! Yeah, every now
You're
and
gonna
then,
die!
yeah, every now and then it'll be like, behind you!
Quick! Run!
Meow.
Hey,
Just a
listen!
random meow in there.
Hey! Hey!
Okay. We've got a little bit of time left. We're going a little over time. Just because I
The
really
kitty
wanna
gets
play this.
made into the poster.
Because I really want to play this. That's good,
Yeah.
though.
That's okay. Time estimate. Oh, yes. Oh, dang.
The poster is not 2D. You are getting attacked!
I need to.
He just went through you!
Yeah, I needed to do a Skype thing.
Oh!
Oh god, this is gonna be stressful.
I've never seen that happen. Where you stand
Well,
still.
he's a goo goo. So
googly
he could go
god?
through you.
Well, the way that we have their AI set up, like some of them have different, are like set differently. Where some of them have like a set X amount of space in behind you or
And-
by you in general.
And he ignores you when he hits you, because when the game first came out, everybody died by him immediately, so I tried to make it a little bit easier.
Well, you died again.
Yep, I did. That's okay. I did my stuff. So
That's okay. I did it.
he's inside me now.
Yay!
Huzzah!
I don't think that was a very romantic idea.
Did we just do it?
Did you just do it with the ghost monsters? Squishy spoopy?
Oh man.
So
Oh,
if
see,
you were
I
wanting,
get
you
it
could
now.
skip to
It does contain.
Yeah, if you want, you can skip.
romanticness.
If you just kind of want to like pass through more of the rooms to get more of like of the different floors, you can totally do the insert thing.
Sure.
but just don't do it in the elevator.
Just
'Cause
don't do
that'll
it in the
mess up.
elevator. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Do it in any room except for an elevator.
Yeah,
Okay,
Or else
yeah.
it just explodes. Just your CPU just melts.
Yeah.
Because it is, when you press insert, you're turning on developer mode, so there's other buttons that do other things, but they could all break the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And there's really no need for you to kind of use those anyway. But yeah, just hit insert in one.
So remember, everybody, don't touch it.
Yeah, don't touch that button. Don't touch the
See-
insert.
See that big red button? Don't touch that button.
There we go. We get to 350.
It says party on it, but don't push it.
Yep.
And then if you hit the 2 key, it goes by like one rooms. It goes by ones.
Oh, cool.
Yep, so 2 goes by, or 1 goes by 10s and 2 goes by 1s. Which makes no sense, and it sounds really ass backwards. But
Much like when you're fighting the puppet man, you must be ass backwards.
yes.
Oh, goopy,
Nobody ever
goopy.
thinks that. I don't understand why people don't go through doors and go backwards. You can do that. It just, I don't know why nobody thinks.
Something you can do in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wanted
S-
things that you can't do in life, like when you're walking towards a wall, they like to scrape along it instead of stop
Oh.
at the wall.
Oh.
You don't do that too often in life, at least I don't.
that.
I've
What?
walked through multiple doors backwards multiple times.
I do know in SCP you have to turn.
You have to do that, or
Yeah.
else 173 will break your neck.
Yeah, but you've got to turn to open the door, which has killed me many a
You
time.
don't have to turn to open the door.
Oh yeah, if it's got a key card, you need to turn to hit the key card to open the door. It's
Oh.
brutal.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
It sucks. I've played SCP Containment Breach twice, and the first time I scare quit. And the second time I sort of not really rage quit because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, yeah.
I think
There,
the
you
worst
can
that
have
we
a
ever
ghost friend.
got on this game was a good friend of mine, Boogie2988, was streaming this game, and I was in a stream answering questions, and he was going into Cat DOS, and I think he was at like room like 3 something and encountered a cat DOS room and hit escape trying to get out of cat DOS, which then force closed the game.
Yeah.
So after that, I was like, that next day, I was like, hey, Keto, we should probably put in a pause menu. Because after that, he just did not want to play. Like, I thought he was going to have a heart attack. He was just so mad.
Oh man, Francis.
It was so bad. And then he, like, Skypes me in as his Francis voice and starts yelling at me. Needless to say, I got abused because there was no pause menu. There's a pause menu now, though, so that's okay. I can't get yelled at anymore.
I think it's very cool that you're
It's like sunlight.
close to Boogie.
Oh yeah, he's a total sweetheart. Really,
Oh, it's this room.
play like draft magic together. Oh, you got a rare room. With the
So
faces.
who are these guys? Other than him?
That's Fork Snapper, and then Gel Legends, and Band-Aid Boy, and don't actually remember the other guy's username right now. But,
Yeah, cool.
Is
That's so neat.
Is that not Cinnamon Toast Candy?
No.
No,
No.
it's not. No.
for some reason, everyone always thinks they know the last guy, and they always get it wrong. So. It just has one of those faces.
He has,
Yeah,
he has
totally.
the generic YouTuber face.
Jesus.
You should make
How
him
are
the
they
generic
still
lab
doing
assistant.
that to me?
Oh, I could.
You should put his face on generic lab assistant.
What do you mean on generic lab assistant?
Generic lab assistant should
He's
like
dead.
walk out.
He died.
You don't know
No.
if he's dead. Why do you assume he's dead?
He
There-
could be
there
like
was a
he could
broken
be like
thing, and
Dr.
that's what I was
Ratman
expecting.
from
Yeah.
like remember Portal 2, Ratman? You don't know
Yeah,
if he's dead.
Ratman. Yeah, Ratman's crazy. Like you might be generic lab assistant, or your generic lab assistant's brother, or maybe
My God.
But John, you are the demon.
you don't know, or maybe this is a fucking dream. You don't know. You don't know.
Stop! You're breaking my brain.
You are the
A
spook.
really, really long time ago, I actually did make a game based on that fan fiction.
Oh my God.
Really?
The Repercussions of Evil.
Oh,
I
come
need-
on.
Which one is that?
The one you just quoted.
Oh,
So, do you have this
Sorry, I
game
didn't know the name of
available right now?
It's somewhere lost in the bowels of the internet.
Good.
It was
That's
intentionally
amazing.
horrible, also.
Good.
Look,
That's
look for it,
amazing.
find it, and then make an
Oh,
HD
so
remake.
good.
You'll
Ouch. Ouch.
sell millions.
Come on, if Simulator can make money, then
Yep.
Simulator
Letting-
is my favorite.
Oop, oop, oh, there we go. Oh, that's
Like-
lovely music.
seriously, the fact that
Ow! Ah!
no,
Ah!
run backwards. Oh no!
What? That's a long.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were in that.
Boo! No! That's not fair.
I thought that Average Gamer was in the hallway.
The hallway?
The
Oh,
hallway.
right, the hallway. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand.
That would have been a crazy double
That's,
whammy for.
That's one of the rare rooms, too, so
Yeah.
I don't think it could happen while you're being...
No, I really don't know. Like, so it's just one of those like it'll randomly happen.
Yeah, but it makes sure that there's no enemies before it randomly happens.
Because that's totally unfair.
Yeah,
It's the
Please
same with
for
the
the-
notes.
Oh, come on.
I think you're dead.
Yeah, because the notes are random too.
Oh, okay.
But they won't appear if you're being chased.
Right.
Crap.
Oh, I think you're gonna die again.
There's a good chance you might die. If you do wait a little bit longer, you can heal enough. Just relax. Relax.
Please don't be a Lost Woods room.
I
No.
wouldn't turn too far.
No,
to the
you
left.
won't get a lost. You won't get a Lost Woods room if you're being chased.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, just so you know, you
That's-
won't have that happen to you.
Yeah, I like that.
Because that's so unfair. We're jerks, but we're not that big of jerks.
I think that's what Markiplier did. He
did,
had
he did.
the key make the guy chasing him, and he went through the Lost Woods, like 4 Lost Woods rooms
Wow.
backwards.
Backwards.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Like I said, we're jerks because we scare people on the internet, but we're not that big of jerks.
We had to have some system like that because in the original mode, monsters would spawn while you're in the elevator.
Oh,
Like in
Oh,
the
man.
first
Oh.
update, so
that
wasn't
would
the best.
suck.
We were thinking about like adding something because a lot of people are like that I've seen in streams are really infamous for when they take enough damage, they can just kind of stand there and wait for their stamina and their health to come back. So we were thinking about like maybe adding a feature where if you stand for too long, something weird happens to you or one of the monsters comes and gets you.
You should get the head
Oh,
to come
totally.
after
Waiting.
you. I
Two
think-
rooms.
I think the head should come after you.
2 rooms.
Or
You
kind of
shush.
like an Eternal Darkness kind of thing, like when you left the
This is
game
a long
open.
hallway.
When you left the game open for so long without it being paused, and then some creepy face just kind of shows up and stares at you.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
So I don't know. The game's obviously not done, so there's still stuff we can add to it. So who knows?
Yay,
Yeah.
We could avoid
400!
copyright. We could avoid copyright. It'd be great to have a sanity effect where it would look like it was installing an MSN browser on your computer.
Yeah.
All right. That is about where we're going to have to call it for today, though. I'd like to have you guys back on the show and maybe explore more of Spooky's house.
Or if you
Yeah,
find
definitely.
any of your crazy games that you've made in the past that you'd be willing to show us.
We have Gary's mod maps. I don't know if you want
Those
those.
aren't that good either.
Yeah, not that good though.
All the
And
games
then-
on my website at Lag Studios, those would be fun to play, but the ones before that are kind of terrible. So
Super
I
terrible.
prefer they just stay.
Stay hidden
And
forever.
an average gamer.
But
was
yeah,
a
honestly, I
zombie.
do think that probably the best thing to come after you would be the that redhead.
Oh, yeah. I think that was actually the original idea, was it not, Kira?
Yeah, and if you pause too long or if you stand in one spot too long, he would
Yep.
just show up.
Yeah, he would just show up.
Oh, that'd be.
And then it was removed, and then we were just kind of like, but maybe we should put it back. I don't know, because I see a lot of people, like I said, stand there a lot, and I'm just like, no, that's not the point of a horror game. You have to keep going.
Standing simulator.
So yeah, Standing Simulator 2015. Right. Well, thanks for having us on, guys, and like playing the game.
Yes,
I love-
thank you for being a part of it. It was great. I love it. I love
I
this. game.
loved it. I did not expect that. I was going through it going, oh, this is adorable. I'm going to get some jump scares and all that. And then it got SCP scary, which is a huge compliment because not many things are SCP scary.
It went from adorbs balls to scary as balls.
It's stressful. So stressful.
You can quote me on that one too.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to, as soon as we get off the Skype call, I'm going to quote you on Twitter. Like, that's when we sell the game. That's what we're gonna. That's what we're gonna
Yay!
Yeah.
Put it on the box art.
yeah, put it on the box art. That's never gonna come out.
From
That's your
adorbs
box
balls
quote.
to scary as balls.
Official box art confirmed. Illuminati. Well, anyways, thanks guys, and
Yes.
thanks to
very
everybody
much.
Yeah.
who came to hang out, all the personal friends of mine and Kira's and all the Spookies fans. Thanks for hanging out. Shout out to DJ and Mutt for coming and hanging out too, because they're busy people. Thanks again, everybody, for playing and supporting us, and things like that. We really appreciate it.
And again, if you guys are watching on Hitbox right now, you can find this game on IndieDB. Just look up Spooky's House of Jump Scares.
Or
And if
just
you're watching
Google it
this,
and you'll find every single
Yeah.
video. And
if you're watching it on YouTube, it's linked right there.
yes,
So.
down in that spot.
Yeah. All right. But we will be back in a few minutes here, guys. I just need to get our next guest ready.
Hooray!
Yay! Oh.
Hey.
All right.
Bye,
we'll talk to you all in a
everyone.
few minutes.
All right.
Alrighty, and we are back, and I'm going to be setting this up. Have you heard anything about this game yet, Giant?
No, it's because I've been living in a hole.
Ah, holes are fun places to live.
It's been a bit of a crazy time for me. I've been very much out of the loop on everything.
So what we're playing here is a game called Adopted. I'm actually going to get on the line. We have my phone dropping on the floor.
Just gonna.
And we have Leo and Caleb. I know Caleb is there. And we're just going to grab him in Skype. I believe Leo is also in the stream. He was asking questions about the first game, which that was scary. That was scary.
And now the ultimate horror experience.
Hello.
You're gonna scoot in.
I see people.
Listening to see.
Perfect. I'll actually get the Skype video going too, because that's always way more fun.
Hey, can you hear us?
Totally. How's it going?
We can't.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
there we go.
Good.
All right.
Caleb is not here. We are just using his Skype thing.
Oh, okay, perfect. So while I get this all set up, would you mind giving us a bit of a synopsis about what Adopted is?
Sure. So Adopted is a first-person game from the perspective of a dog. We've been calling it an exploration game, but we also think it's actually a little bit of an immersive sim. So think like Deus Ex or Dishonored. But instead of being supernatural and fighting bad guys and stuff like that, you are a dog trying to get your humans to deal with their shit. It's sort of the storyline of the game.
I love it. Also, nice name drops. My favorite game in the world is Deus Ex. Especially, I love the new one, and Dishonored I'm a big fan of too. So I've been really excited to show this off. And you guys are currently in a Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Giant, could you find the Kickstarter and link it in chat so everybody can check it out?
The Kickstarter, because for a moment I was looking for has anyone really ever been far to decide even use go on. Anyways.
What?
Yeah, we gave Kickstarter a shot, and actually started off really, really well. We definitely need a lot of support to get where we want to go, but we've got lots of plan Bs, should it work or not, but we're excited to kind of have what we have and show the world what we're doing. So.
Oh, cool.
What? There's a lot of adopteds under Kickstarter. What do I look for?
It should be sort of a grayscale image with our sort of purple logo, and then there should be a dog like looking at the camera, the Boston Terrier.
Luchador is like look at the screen because it's coated in bacon or something. I don't know, but
okay.
If you just type in adopted, usually that works. I know if you do it in games, that works, but I can.
There we go. I think my human ran away.
You already died? I mean, your human already died?
My human ran away.
Yeah, so that's actually a bit of an afterthought, or not. So right now, the game will progress regardless of what you do. So if you don't get him to get you out of that kennel in time, you're kind of stuck there. That's definitely not something we want in the end game. It's just...
Oh yeah, of course.
So you guys are Clockwork Demon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I found it.
Yes.
Yay!
I like this. This is really well done because your field of view is kind of almost wall-eyed. And it's got the grayscale like a dog would see.
So you're basically a Boston Terrier.
Yeah, I assume the outlined purple is like interactable items.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right, Wyatt.
I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
all sort of
bounce for a
what you
while.
think it is.
Don't
I
forget
mean,
to let Luch out before you sit down to watch the game.
There's a
I'll
mechanic
leave this
based around
here,
it. I'm
since
curious to see if you figure it out.
Apparently, dogs aren't supposed to have people food.
And did you guys do the voice acting yourselves?
So we've got 3 voices in the game right now. One is actually a friend of ours who has professional voice acting experience, but the other 2 right now are just Caleb and I sort of standing in. We eventually want to hire actual voice actors, but for now this is faster and cheaper.
Oh, cool. She's making dinner.
So can I name
There's
my
no way
dog
he's even hungry
Filbert?
after yesterday. He's supposed to chew on everything.
Come on, on, he loves them.
Absolutely,
So does
although
Mars.
Luchador's
I
probably
think
been
we owe a
named
little
a few
piece after
times.
last
So, I
night.
mean, call him whatever you want, I guess.
Maybe
Come
his last
on, let
owner
me
named
steal
him
a
Filbert,
mushroom.
and
Yeah.
so everyone's calling
Just
him
one.
Luchador, and he's like, no, I'm Filbert, damn
Luchador.
it. That's right.
No, get your hands out of there. You'll knock them over.
That brings up a very interesting
All right, Wyatt.
question.
I'm a bounce for a while. Don't forget to let Luch out before you sit down to watch the game. I'll leave this here since apparently dogs aren't supposed to have people.
So now do you think you know what the auras mean? Just out of curiosity?
I'm still figuring it out. I'm assuming blue is the ones that I've interacted with.
I think blue is good and purple is bad.
Oh.
I'll let him keep going a little while.
Yeah.
We'll build suspense.
But I was thinking, I bring up being a dog and them calling you Luchador when you're like, no, my mom named me Chuck. My name's not Luchador. What are you talking about?
Oh, the dude left the pan on. That's not smart.
Hey, Mars, I think you left
Oh,
the burner
red.
on.
I swear I turned the damn thing off.
Don't touch
See,
it, man.
Look, it says off, but there's still heat coming out.
Don't touch it, man. It's red.
Hey,
It's
Mars,
red.
I think you left the burner on.
I swear I turned the damn thing off.
I have to go
See,
talk to
look,
my
it says
human.
off, but there's still heat coming out.
Hey.
Infinity
Hey,
says
stupid.
it's weird hearing
Ah,
them talk
finally.
and hearing them
Just
talk.
me and my desperado.
It's Streamception.
Luchador can do whatever he wants, and Laurel can clean up the mess. It would take an A-bomb to stop me
Oh,
from
are
watching
we,
this thing.
do we have an echo? Because that might
No,
be
they're listening to your voices in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's everywhere.
That's one of those things that you got to get used to, is hearing your own voice.
Wait a minute. I can push this
Yeah.
over.
You dick!
I broke the thing. Hey. Yeah, go check the thing.
Now
You
you're
left this
playing
thing on.
adopted.
Dude, that's it. You're going back on the streets.
That thing.
So, when did you?
Hey, Mars, I think you left the burner on.
I
Don't
swear
Why'd
I
you
turned the
touch
damn
it?
thing off.
I wasn't. I was
Look, it
trying to
says off.
activate it so
hey,
that the
Mars,
dude
I
would come
think
and
you
check
left the
it.
burner on.
I swear I turned the damn thing off. See, look, it says off, but there's still heat coming out.
Stupid
I was
human.
gonna say, when did you guys originally come up with the concept of this game, and how long has it
Gotta
been in
remember to
development
put
for?
this issue somewhere I can find it. It's the one with the article
So
on
we've been in
Benton's
development
Stole's
on it for
Alien
about a
Internship
year
program.
now. But the concept, it's really too bad Caleb's not here, because the concept came from
what's that
his
thing?
experience
It's a
with
cord
his
protector.
previous
Just
dog,
bought it this
Jackson.
morning.
Yep.
Virtually
So
indestructible.
Caleb
There ain't no
does
way
a lot of
I'm
our
gonna
own
let
sound.
Lowe's
He's
dog
one of our
burn an
co-founders of our
ATV.
studio, and
he's
he
our
lost
dog.
his
He's
dog
a
Jackson
wedding
right when he
present,
came
remember?
back from a honeymoon. If you watch the Kickstarter video, it's articulated a lot better there probably than what we're saying. But he came back, and we were actually working on a different project at the time. And we were
We need a
kind of just running into
distraction to
constraint
move them to
challenges
your car.
as we were listening to
Maybe
the team before
we can
us. I
convince
totally
Wyatt to play fetch with Luch
empathize with the
outside,
developer
and then we
because,
can move them.
some projects
That
go
chance.
places and some
I'm
don't.
not sure they
and as
really
we
warmed
were
up to each other.
working out what we
You
were going
go
to do on
distract
that,
him,
he started
I
telling
can
me how
hide
he
them in
wanted to do an
something.
animation about Jackson, and specifically some times where he and his wife were struggling or maybe just not communicating, and their dog, sort of supported them in a way that made
Hey,
them kind of come
Mars, I
together.
think you
And
left the
so
burner on.
we started kind of
Swear I
joking
turned
about
the
it.
damn
Honestly,
thing
we're just
off.
bullshitting.
See, look, it says
was
off,
kind of an
but there's still
accident.
heat coming
Because
out.
I was like, "There's a game there, right?" And he's like, "Maybe." And we just kind of started talking and sketching it out, and we pitched it to Megan a little later.
You hid it under
and,
the dog bed?
I
This
didn't
game
think Wyatt
obviously
would
was
look
nothing
there
like
with
what we
the
kind of came up
allergies
with.
and
At first, it was
Gotta
going to
get
be
them out of here.
procedurally
Now.
generated and all sorts of crazy things as a dog, and
We're going to have a procedurally generated house,
Yeah.
and procedurally generated
Ooh.
humans, and yeah, it was totally different.
And then we
Why are
started
you
to
so
sort
worried
of
about
just
Luchador
kind of
doing
discuss
that?
what kind of
It's just a
games
silly
we actually
cord.
wanted to
It was
make.
a wedding
And
gift, Marissa.
to Sheena's point earlier, the story just kind of
I've
started
been
writing
trying to make sure
itself,
Luch
and we
doesn't
started
get
to
any
learn who
more
the characters were that
Ever
Luchador lives with, and kind of what's really going on a little bit closer, and just kind of wanted to explore some things that we deal with too, and that we thought about in our own lives.
So that's what an unanimated character looks like.
That's cool. So I can go back in and play it again. Obviously.
Yep.
That's a really
And
neat.
you'll find that that's kind of the point. We kind of wanted to draw together a sandbox game where choice actually sort of mattered. And I'll let Megan talk a little bit about the mechanics in that way. So.
Yeah, so I mean, the way we designed the mechanics was really, you know, I play a lot of RPGs. Like, I really love like Mass Effect and Dragon Age and stuff like that. But one thing that I always sort of playing those types of games wish I saw more of is in those games you have a lot of like gated decisions where it's like, okay, you are making a decision right now. Choose between A, B, and C options or whatever. And those are cool, and I've had some really great fun with those games. But we sort of wanted to make something where you are making choices just as you play like the rest of the game. Like you're not even really thinking about the fact that you're making choices necessarily until maybe you've made them.
But they all have
double
consequences.
check something with the caterers, I think.
So what are
Something
your
wrong?
plans
I called
for the
yesterday
game?
and they said everything was
beyond what
on
we're seeing
track.
here?
Oh, it's mine now.
So we've got a fleshed out story pretty much ready to go. We're just really working on funding kind of the full 2 to 4 hour version of the game that would really kind of unleash the story, so to speak, no pun intended, of the night right before Marissa and Wyatt's wedding when Luchador gets brought home.
Let me
So
steal a mushroom.
what you're seeing
Just
here
one.
is
Luchador.
kind of one obstacle that
No,
Wyatt's
get your hands
experiencing, but
out of
what
there.
we want to do in the
Knock
full
them over.
game is sort of parallel lots of different conflicts like this at once, and then you're trying to choose which human you're trying to help in what moment, and you can't sort of help everybody at once. And so you know that's kind of the point, I guess, is we want to sort of let
Alright,
the player
Wyatt,
feel
I'm a bounce for a
stressed
while.
a little
Don't
bit
forget to
about
let
what
Luch out
choices they're
before you sit
making
down to
in a
watch the
real-time
game.
situation,
I'll leave this
and let the
here,
story just kind of
since
unfold from there. And so they'll make some good choices
dogs
sometimes, and they'll
aren't
make some
supposed to have
bad
local
choices
food.
sometimes, and hopefully they'll start to figure out a little bit of a pattern and what they can do to help who, but you can't save everybody.
Okay. So yeah, there's been a lot of thought process put into this, and
Yeah, we would love, in preparing for a Kickstarter, we kind of went into marketing mode. We'd love to go back to making games again.
yeah, unfortunately, you know, that's what ends up happening. You have to really start looking at all sides of the game development scene, and that includes having to sell it.
Damn, he took his burger back.
I don't think I could ever do. I don't think I could ever do something like this. It would just be. It just looks like there's so much brain involved.
He put his burger in the garbage.
Well, you bit it.
Would you eat a burger your dog's out of his mouth?
He just sat down.
He may
and
as well have
broke
just
the glass,
given it
man.
to me.
Just sat down and you broke the glass.
Yeah, but I'm putting the magazine away. See?
But now it's all slobbery.
So that's okay.
It's all slabbery. Man.
Remember
That's
to
where my
put
human
this
watch is.
somewhere I can find it. It's the one with the article on Benson and
Just
Stoll's new
so people at
internship.
home know, I guess, the auras represent smell. And we actually went through a lot of iterations to try to figure out exactly how best to visually show a sense that isn't visual, right? Like we're representing smell visually and with audio. So that's what they do. So all those audio files that are playing are impressions left by people on objects.
Oh, cool.
And in a full version of the game, Megan would design a way to teach you that, and so that you could learn over and over. This was more of a vertical slice where we wanted to see if all the mechanics could sort of work in unison and complement each other.
So because he's purple, that means that he relates to all the purple memories?
So right now the colors aren't 100% probably where they'll be at the end of the game, but purple is sort of your mystery color. That's a smell you haven't smelled before. And then the other colors sort of correlate to how important that item is or how important what it's doing is. So like red means, hey, you better probably.
Hey Mars,
something
I
about
think you
this.
left the burner on.
Blue means it's kind of
Why do I turn the damn
inconsequential, and
thing
yellow
off?
or
See,
orange
look, it
is
says
somewhere.
off, but there's still heat coming out.
Cool.
We did a lot of research on the ways that dogs actually smell
You
and
hid
tried
it
to
under the
synthesize
dog
something
bed?
that would
I
capture
didn't
all
think
like
why
the
it
sort
would
of
look
story
fair
they pick up
with the
with each thing,
allergies and all.
but that would
We've
also
gotta
be
get them
kind
out
of
of
fun
here.
and sort of
Now.
convey urgency. But yeah, you can always kind of tell who the investigative-based players are because their smells are all colorful and all unexposed, and the people who really excited about influencing and causing havoc and breaking shit, they have a purple screen, so
just me and my
it's just kind of interesting.
Luchador can do whatever he wants, and Laurel can clean up the mess. It would take an A.
But I like that personally because I like the fact I'm the person who collects everything in a game. Like I run around Skyrim and try to see every Easter egg and that sort of stuff. And so, the experience is tailored to that player, but also tailored to the player who just kind of wants to mess shit up if they want to too. So.
It's such a beautiful concept for a game, too.
Thanks.
Oh, God. Pioneers of Catan. That's funny.
So, this is just a simple question. Will there be subtitles in the future as well?
Yeah. So one thing that's pretty important to us is we want the game to be accessible to as many people as possible. It's actually funny. Our Caleb, who does all our art and stuff like that, he's actually colorblind. So that's one thing. We're probably going to have like a colorblind mode, and that's also why the game's in black and white or partially white. But yeah, we want to do like subtitles. We hope to have multiple translations. I don't know if that will be something we can do ourselves. It might be something we have to sort of outsource to fans, kind of like Gone Home did. But we're trying, we'd like as many people who want to play Adopted to as possible. So
we have an old build with subtitles in already, so we know we have the functionality and we can do it. Right now we're just kind of testing smells a little bit too to see exactly what will stick. And then this is about as close, I think, as we've been to feeling really good about the smell mechanic.
This is really cool.
Did you ever consider, or have you tried pitching your game to humane societies and such? Because I think it'd be that seems like a really good place to be a part of when it comes to a game like this.
yeah, I mean, we've definitely talked to a few.
Sure.
When the game's released, we've maybe considered the possibility of doing some sort of charity, donation to some rescue shelter or something like that. I mean, we've talked to a few and let them know we exist. We don't really know
Why are you so worried about Luchador chewing
ways
that?
in which we could team up with any at the moment.
It's a cord protector.
Our
Why are you so
Kickstarter
worried
received
about
really good
Luchador
support from
chewing
the
that? It's just a silly
Midwest
cord.
American, I
It
might
was
be
a wedding
butchering
cord,
this,
so-
Boston Terrier Rescue, and then the Capital Humane Society here in Lincoln. I don't know if you guys know, but we make games from Lincoln, Nebraska, which we think is pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
So, not exactly a popular occupation here. So.
I want to show you a picture of my dad. But I don't know how to actually use Instagram or finding a link to Instagram.
So in this prototype, what are some of the things that can happen? The first time he saw the pan smoking and he turned it off. The second time it started on fire, so he had to use a fire extinguisher. Is there ways that it can become more negative, or are there other things in the game that I'm missing?
It can't become more negative right now. Actually, sort of the story of this, and this isn't, we don't really have animations for this yet, but it's supposed to be when he puts out the fire, he's going to burn his hand, and that's going to affect him later on in the story because, if he burns his hand, maybe he can't pick up an important item or something like that. I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
But there is one other way to get him to put out the fire. I kind of want to give you another shot and see if you can figure out for yourself. And if you can't after this playthrough, I'll tell you. But
sure.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of from the beginning, one of the things that has come all the way full scale from design through us is an idea of sort of snowball storytelling. The idea that instead of, Megan said, compartmentalizing your choices, having this idea that, if you prevent the fire or you let the fire happen, the game's just going to remember the outcome of that choice, but then it could have kind of a gradual or subtle effect. Let's say Wyatt needs his hand later on, but he burnt it. Now you're going to have to deal with finding another way. There's an in-game consequence almost immediately that was generated in real time rather than kind of a scripted choice. So, and we basically it's delayed branching. So the whole game story-wise is going to be using delayed branching to sort of store those choices and then make them important. So you might make a choice like this at the beginning of the game, and then it could bite you. You know.
Which is a term found in interactive fiction a lot.
Yeah, we borrowed a lot from that.
Just to let you know, I will tell you if you want to figure out how to. Oh,
got it.
So cute. If you want to figure out how to the other way to put out the fire, you're probably going to have to listen to smells, especially in the living room. So if you want us to shut up, so you can do that, we would be happy.
You guys need to incorporate the old-fashioned technology of smell-o-vision to go with this game.
Not the first time we've heard that, actually.
Because I know that they actually were trying to make a television that did the smell thing back in the mid-2000s.
Sure.
And it came with, like, scent cartridges that would actually mix scents together to make the smells that they wanted you to smell. But then people realized very quickly that it could be exploited really badly.
It was a wedding gift, Marissa, from your parents. And I have a plan
Word of
to make
advice,
sure
never
Rich
watch
doesn't do any
Jackass.
more chewing. Ever again.
With smell-o-vision.
Oh.
What's he gonna do?
I think I did it. I did it! All I had to do was break his TV.
Oh, good. That's all you had to do. So there's going to be there's going to be more locations, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by location. You're confined to this apartment, but that's going to include like the backyard and stuff like that. And actually, we're probably going to change the level design too. We've talked about maybe doing like a 2-story apartment so that there's a little verticality.
Sure.
But either way, I think we really heavily based the design of this apartment off of like a normal apartment floor plan. But we're probably going to have to make changes to it just to make the flow of the game better.
There were a lot of fun design challenges with this because it's not something that we could model a lot of or map a lot of design concepts from. You know, there's not a lot of games that are in this space that want to sort of allow the mechanics to drive the story forward like we're trying to attempt. So a lot of our pre-production time was just spent, I mean, we built paper prototypes, we built all sorts of things to try to figure out what mechanics would make the cut and how we're going to do it. So it's fun because now we know what we want to build. We honestly just need the time and money to build it.
I have no idea
Come
why.
on, let me steal a mushroom.
Shader bug
Just
is happening
one.
on
Yeah.
that phone,
For
too. It's fun to watch though.
No,
We should
get
show
your
them.
hands out
We should
there.
show them the magazine.
Oh
bug.
yeah.
We got
Yeah.
So you asked earlier about favorite bugs, and I totally thought of Caleb.
Yes.
With Caleb not being here, he would have to show you guys this if he was. So, when you get in the living room, you need to grab the magazine.
Okay. I will do this.
You do that. We love
will.
bugs.
Yeah. If you like when you grab the magazine, if you jump at the wall and then look down, you can actually scale up the wall because the collider is like pushing against it. So he likes to do that to get on top of the fridge or like the bookshelf in the living room. And
You can pretty much look like a mountain goat.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of goat simulator.
I'm going to eat his burger.
Don't eat his burger.
I'm going to eat the burger.
Don't eat the
It's going to
burger.
be my burger. You shan't stop me this time. Put it down. Put down my burger.
That dog is very very energetic and able to
Yeah.
climb.
it's sort of funny because he's 10 years old. But
Wow. I've known some older dogs that have all sorts of energy levels like that.
Nope. Nope.
I
Wasn't
mean,
me.
you know,
Wasn't me.
I don't think
Oh yeah, run around with that.
I don't think like soldiers can really heal from bullet wounds after 30 seconds too, though. So it's okay. Games have to make affordances sometimes.
I ate his burger and now he'll never catch me.
You'll never catch me as I climb the wall.
Aha!
If you go to the shelf, you can just get on top of it and sort of look down at him menacingly.
Oh, you gonna do it?
No! So close.
Leave that.
You just like push it.
You leave that bug in, and then you put in a Steam achievement.
You're right.
Spider dog.
Spider dog. Oh, so close. To the fridge.
Spider dog doing the things a spider dog does.
I mean, we kind of looked around at other games, kind of like Gone Home, that, sort of let you explore a house or a space and tell a story, but we wanted to have a more mechanics-driven experience than that, kind of than the point and click, so that's kind of where a lot of
Mm-hmm. It reminds me a little bit of an old game named Facade. I don't know if you've ever played that, where you play as a guest who comes into a domestic dispute, and then you have to try and help or hinder the couple one way or the other. It's really a good narrative experience, and that's kind of what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to see like some really good narrative when you guys are closer to release.
Cook the magazine.
Gotta remember to put this
Cook it,
issue
cook
somewhere I can find it. It's the one with the article on Benson and Stoll's new internship program.
Oh, this is with the new internship. Oh, I like that.
Oh, interesting. So that would come up later if I...
It is really interesting the number of players who wanted to cook things in the stove instead of, running the house down.
You have a lot of bad endings. The screen goes to black when he puts the magazine on it, then you just see a house engulfed in flames. The end.
I don't know if the magazine is terrible, but I actually just remembered, like months ago, this was a long time ago, we were actually planning on having, a birthday present that was sitting next to the stove that would, catch on fire and burn up if it went up. And so I think it might be possible that if a fire starts up, the magazine will start fire, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I know we have a flammable property.
Right.
That's for sure. I don't know if it's implemented on that option, but...
Well, there's only one way for this pyromaniac to find out.
Keep burning things.
There we go.
Oh no.
Ah! Do you smell that? It's beautiful.
We get a lot of questions on the art style. What were your guys' impressions from that, just out of curiosity?
I actually wanted to know... it's a really interesting style because it's minimal and almost cartoony, but it still has kind of its own unique twist. So is there a comic that that you kind of base the art style around, or what kind of inspired the cartoony look?
I mean, partially I think that's just how Caleb draws. We sort of just took his personal art style and went with it. But I think there's also, it's really comic booky and cartoony, and he talks about this better than we do. But on purpose, just because we sort of want to have this orienting effect where you're playing this game and you're a dog and everything looks cartoony, and then suddenly, as Leo likes to say, you see one of your owners is shooting up heroin or something like that.
Yeah, we've got some fun things planned.
You could make this game really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's kind of what, I mean, when Caleb was talking about the cartoon he wanted to draw, he was calling it Reason for Being, and it was sort of, he was kind of talking about it in a way that made me think it was sort of like a French noir kind of, sort of dark, but still kind of inviting sort of art style, and he started drawing all these characters, and I said, oh wow, we can totally work with that. And
oh shit!
so
Wyatt's home?
I think that's
all right. Stay
kind
cool,
of part
Marissa.
of it.
Can't
He
let 'em know
also,
you still
I
have
love that they were talking about Adventure Time and Spooky, at kind of the beginning, because Caleb's really heavily inspired by Adventure Time too. A little bit of that in here too.
You should make a secret mode in this where it's film noir, and the dog, the dog has an inner monologue of its daily
Maurice, was it the sad cat?
The sad cat, yeah, the existential cat or whatever.
Immortalized on the wall, forgotten on the floor.
Or the dude that's like, dear puppy dog.
Cat?
Yes, yeah. I love that one.
I have all the ideas, by the way, if you need any.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
I loved everything you said about Milton earlier.
Yeah,
He's been trying to
Getting on the show is a little bittersweet because part of me wanted to keep watching Spooky's House of Jump Scares.
Well, you know, it's on IndieDB for free, and
Yeah.
you can totally play it.
And I'm sure that my audience is going to be begging me to play that for months to come now.
I get a lot. Yeah, the most viewers I've got off of my live streams have been through Spooky's House of Jump Scares, so it's well worth the time. It is such a fun game.
Totally. I was going to ask, speaking of like art style and that, the art style is
Cell shading almost?
no, I was going to say it's a positive look. You wouldn't expect a lot of turmoil or like negative things to happen in this kind of game. So, how dark are you guys planning? Because we brought it up like, oh yeah, that'd be a really dark ending, but it is foreseeable.
Like, play with the fridge, and then the fridge falls out.
Well, I mean, burning the house down, right? If I didn't stop him, then that is definitely something that could happen. So I'm just wondering, like, how dark is it going to be? Do you have any idea yet, or do you have some ideas?
Yeah, we definitely do. I mean, like I said, we know the direction. If you read the character bios on the Kickstarter page too, and I can talk a little bit, briefly about some of those.
Yeah,
but
sure.
You've got an
We need a
addict,
distraction to move them to your car.
a couple who's
Maybe
hiding some things
we
from
can
each other. I'll put
convince
it that
Wyatt to play
way.
fetch
I won't
with
tell you
Luch
what.
outside, and then
but
we can move
they're your normal.
That chance.
The thing
I'm not
is
sure
that
they've
sounds
really
maybe
warmed
like
up to
those
each
people
other
are
yet. You go
like
distract
weird or
him, I
whatever.
can
But
hide
what we
them in
wanted to do
something.
was build normal characters, like real people. You know, couples fight, couples have secrets, couples hide things from each other. And this is kind of two groups of couples in a way, because it's a best friend set that live together and an engaged set that live together, and a dog sort of caught in the middle. And so you'll kind of see all of the relationships sort of strain. And Caleb, the way he describes the art kind of interacting with the story is playful on purpose. We wanted a story that was a little sort of darker or melancholy interfaced with that playful sort of piece. Because I think it kind of mirrors sort of what we're doing with, you can run around and sort of, if you want to kind of be dog sim-esque, you can. You know, you've got that joy of the dog thing going on. But if you start smelling and sort of get more grounded in the story and what's going on, you're going to discover that it's a lot deeper than just, I'm running around fighting things. And I don't know, I like that, because I like it when things that seemingly might work against each other complement each other, but that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a chance of making this game interesting in the sense that, I mean, there are so many foods that a dog can and can't have, and there's...
And if you guys do the film noir thing, you do need to call it melancholy.
Also on the story, I think a little bit is just that these characters are all sort of at this point in their lives where if they make the wrong decision, they could seriously fuck up some of their relationships and like really screw up some of the stuff that they've got going for them right now. Which I feel like I think a lot of 20-somethings can relate to, of this sense of like not really knowing what you're doing with your life, and you're making all these big decisions at once, and you really don't know exactly what the impact those are going to have for you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it was just funny because like I stole his burger and ate it, and then he like stood up to get angry, and I barked at him, and he just kind of stood there for a second, and he's like, whatever, and he just like sat back down and watched TV.
There's some definite AI work.
No, that was great. It was a great little like...
It's one of those times where it's like...
playing off in my head.
You know, you have those times where you just love your dog so much that they'll do something really stupid or bad, and I'm just like, damn it!
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hug you now.
Yeah.
You didn't mean to do that.
Sorry though, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Seriously, look at Ruby's face on the chat. That's Ruby.
Oh.
How can you get mad at that dog? Seriously, it's horrible. Lucky for us, the worst thing she does is throw up everywhere. So.
I can.
And I mean, you know, I don't know how old you guys are, but we've all fucked up a lot. We've got a 23-year-old, a 25-year-old, and I'm about to be 31 on our team. And 2 others
soon. 31 soon.
30. Yeah.
Well, 6 months, but whatever.
Awesome. But I don't know. I feel like we're drawing a lot from kind of our own experiences, 20-somethings too, and what that was like, because it's kind of a weird dynamic period where you make a lot of good choices and a lot of bad ones. And there's a good friend of ours who works down the hall here who kind of said something like, man, if my dog could say all of the things that he's watched me do, especially when I was younger, I'd be screwed, you know, and that's kind of one of the ways we were inspired, I guess.
Definitely. Oh, God! Okay, well, the fire started.
Ooh, stereo.
Dang!
It is really fun, like, watching the channel here, because you'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, I guess that's coming in about 30 seconds.
Yeah. No, I'm eating! I cooked the magazine! No, don't! I cooked it to perfection! No! You dick!
He's like hitting you with it.
Oh, magazine, now it's on the floor. Oh well. I'll have to do what the human did. Oh, thank you, human. He's taking care of it for me. Good job. You may pet me now. I said you may pet me now.
It is time for pets. Human.
You have done a good job. I shall reward you with my pets.
Time for pets. Human.
So
You're going the wrong way.
If you smell her when she comes in, too, we've tried to kind of foreshadow some bits of the story that are going
shit,
on, and some
home?
folks who played have kind of caught it.
Stay
but
cool, Marissa.
Trying to
Can't let 'em know you still have them.
sort of weave kind of the larger storyline in now, even though this was, like I said, just a prototype.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask because there was a few things like they're saying, "Oh my God, you hid them under the dog bed."
Yep.
When I sniffed the dog bed, when I sniffed the ball, it was like, "You go play fetch with Luchador, I'll distract him, and then we can hide them," kind of thing. I was going to ask if there's any way to find out what that is in the prototype, or if you're saving that for the main game.
Saving it for the main game.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there isn't, no, but that's exactly sort of, we want people to ask those questions, you know, so that they keep playing through. And
that's cool. Well, we're actually at 9 o'clock. So, that's probably going to call it for us.
By.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But like I said, guys, it's on Kickstarter. If you like the game, go and back it because that's awesome. And I would love to have you guys back on the show because this is the type of thing that I love to see, where you're using games as a medium for art, if that makes sense. Like you're actually
going
describing
beyond.
the narrative.
Yeah, you're going beyond, and it's a new genre basically. Where
I love it. And we would love to have you back once we see, like, if you've got major updates that come out or anything like that. Just let us know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're also on Greenlight right now. So if people don't want to kickstart us, but they want to click a button for us because that's free.
Yeah. Can we find that link?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that.
Okay. And again, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, both the link to the Kickstarter and to the Greenlight are right below. So you have no excuse to not to check them out.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
All right, and from everybody here at Average Giants and at Indie Game Magazine, I just want to say thanks again for joining us, everybody. It's a pleasure today.
It was a lovely day.
Always getting my crap scared out of me. I don't know why that needs to... Such a thing on this show.
It's my fault because those are the ones that I just love to get a hold of.
You set them up on me. You're like, oh yeah, you're going to be playing this game.
Because
what
I
is
already
it?
played
Don't worry
them.
about it.
It's not as fun when the person's already played the game, even though it would be because I still get scared by it. But yeah.
But that being said, I guess we've got more stuff. We have a lot of big games actually coming up.
Do ye? We
do indeed. I am not going to give anything away though. So make sure to stay tuned. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. Subscribe. All the fun things. Sure, like a scribe.
Eat a bucket of chicken.
Eat a bucket of chicken. And I guess we'll see y'all next week.
Hi, Gabby. Bye, Gabby.
All right, guys. Much love, and we'll see y'all soon.
Good night.